What does it really mean to be a modern optimized dentist, and why are mod alumni raving about our workflows? Let me show you through a case. This is a patient who presented to me for a same-day denture. We do a ton of same-day dentures at Mod, and we teach our alumni to do the same. He came with this denture. This is a monstrosity. He got it a year ago. He spent $2,800 on it. He said it took 8 visits to get it, and it falls out of his mouth, and his video is like a mile off. Not only that, he said it's so bad he can't wear it. So he's been edentulous for an entire year, walking around the streets with no teeth. So the first thing I did was evaluate his vertical dimension, and what I noticed is that that denture was built completely wrong for his face. I use our 3D printed video gauge that you could download at the Mod Institute to determine the proper vertical. It's interpupillary line to mid-commissure, subnasally to soft tissue menton, and then I pulled out a thermoplastic tray. The Mod Institute is coming out with thermoplastic denture trays that are going to be incredible for you guys. You heat them up, cut the borders, trim them, and then reline them and seat them and have the patient close down into them at the proper vertical. Now, I want to be clear, this is not a final impression. We're not actually going to use the tray for the impression of the fit. We're going to scan intraorally for that. The tray is really just to pin the photos to the face and the scans to the face at the proper vertical. So it's more like, if you could think of it, kind of like a bad wax rim in a lot of ways, or maybe like a bad custom tray. It's not necessary to have it perfect. Even the midline's off here, and it doesn't matter because we'll be able to pick up on that in the photos. So check it out. So what we're going to do now is scan intraorally. One of my techniques for atrophic ridge is a hemi-arch scan, where I'm using the Mod retractors here, and I'm going to scan the arch in 2 segments. Look at the Shining Elite scanner. It's one of the best scanners on the market for scanning dentures. On the lower, I'm just going to go ahead and scan like normal, and we're going to do a flex partial denture on the lower. So this is the thermoplastic tray. I'm going to just go ahead and scan it 360 degrees in my hand out of the mouth. And look at the scanner just flies on this. There's no stitching errors. And notice also I didn't trim the polyvinyl siloxane off of the borders because it actually helps the scanner just kind of track. Bilateral bites. And what we're really looking here is a centric relation bite scan at the proper vertical. It doesn't matter if the tray doesn't fit perfectly on the bite because look, we pin it to the face. And we use Smile Design and exocad. And exocad is the engine that drives the modern dental practice. And so here what we're doing is we're removing any errors from that thermoplastic denture, which there was a ton, and we're re-waxing the case up in exocad, marking our borders on the intraoral scan to determine the fit. Lower flex partial denture, some minor festooning here. We got a wraparound clasp on that cuspid and a circumferential clasp, terminal clasp on that molar back there, and then we're going to go ahead and cut our pockets. And then this thing goes off into the printer. It was about a 30-minute print or 30-minute design for this. Oh, I got to add my posterior palatal seal. Super easy to do in exocad. Here we're going to print it on the SprintRay Pro 2. That's Apex denture, and this is their new flex partial denture that's coming out any day now. And then we're going to go ahead and get my team to characterize this. I literally designed this on my lunch break. Team finished it up. Patient came back in the afternoon. This is the delivery. Snap it in. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you want to learn this stuff, check out the Mod Pro website and become a member. We have all the tutorials, everything that you would ever need to be able to do this with your team, with your designers, with your in-house lab, or with you. If you're passionate about it, go ahead and take that. Take control of the process. The delivery it was a 30-minute delivery, but it wound up taking about 5 minutes to deliver the denture, and the rest was photos and having the patient cry and stuff like that because he was so overwhelmed with emotion because he now has teeth for the first time. So check this out, guys. This is what you could expect from a digital workflow. And if you know what you're doing with the proper occlusion, the bites. Now, I know he has some caries on some of the molars there. We're going to go ahead and get him in and fix those up. So don't you worry about that. He has a 1-week post-operative appointment, and we'll go ahead and take care of those caries for him. Look at him. He's a totally different person right now. And this is actually what modern optimized dentistry really is about. It's about taking control of the whole entire workflow and bringing it in-house with your team, building the team around you that you need to be able to do this, whether that's yourself or some designers or some assistants that are up-trained. Check it out, guys. I cannot tell you how much of an impact this had on this patient's life, and this is really what dentistry is all about. And again, without exocad, I would never be able to do anything like this, and I think it would take weeks, if not maybe even months to do this, but we did it in a single day. So easy. I cannot wait to see you guys on the Mod Pro website.